Breaking news, FDA approval for Mounjaro for obesity-related conditions has been approved with a new Eli Lilly drug called ZEPBOUND. I'm so excited, friends. Let's go ahead and dive in. I have a huge article that I just published down in the description link below. We're going to talk ZEPBOUND cost, ZEPBOUND insurance, ZEPBOUND dosing, and all the information on today's announcement. I'm literally so out of breath because running just was made from Eli Lilly's spokesperson about ZEPBOUND. So it has FDA approval now from Eli Lilly for chronic weight management. Now, I am not a doctor, nor do I pretend to play one on the internet. Always check with your healthcare provider for anything associated with weight loss medication, type 2 diabetes medication. We know that Mounjaro was FDA approved for type 2 diabetes, but has been prescribed off-label, which, by the way, 30% of medications are. It was being prescribed because of the phenomenal results with chronic obesity management. And that's what this new medication, ZEPBOUND, is with their trials. They had within the clinical trials that Eli Lilly did, very powerful. Adults taking ZEPBOUND in clinical trial lost on average, meaning that's the average, there was more, there was less, but that was the average, of 48 pounds at the highest dose. Now the ZEPBOUND doses are just like Mounjaro dosing. So it has 2.5 milligrams. It looks just like this. The pens look very similar to this too. And in my article, I have a picture of what the pen looks like. So I have these linked, by the way, down below. Eli Lilly no longer gives out these sharp containers, but it looks like the Mounjaro pen, but it says ZEPBOUND on there. So it has on here 2.5 milligrams of ZEPBOUND, the ZEPBOUND dose of 5 milligrams, 7.5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 12.5 milligrams, and 15 milligrams, a total of 6 ZEPBOUND doses you can take. Let's talk cost, insurance company, and what this FDA approval for ZEPBOUND now means for people who are taking GLP-1 receptors. And I'm going to butcher that. It's the GLP-1 antagonist receptors. So let's go talk cost. I broke this down on my article down in the description link below. I want to encourage you to read that also, or at least see some of the visual optics of it as well, is that it was FDA approved for adjunct in a reduced calorie diet, increased physical activity for chronic weight management, because we know obesity is a disease, with obesity or a BMI of higher than 30, or overweight, a BMI higher than 27, with at least one related weight, I'm going to mispronounce it, COMORBID, comorbid. Oh my God, it's comorbid. Oh, that's morbid. It's comorbid condition. Okay, so it has in there the side effects for ZEPBOUND are just like other GLP receptor antagonists. So it has on there gastrointestinal challenges, gastrointestinal issues, severe gastrointestinal issues like nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation. I have all of those solutions. Mr. Freddy's very excited too. I have all of those solutions down below too for what we've been using for Mounjaro in our thousands and thousands and thousands of people in my Mounjaro weight loss encouragement group, Wegovy encouragement group, and now ZEPBOUND encouragement group. All are welcome at that table. That's linked down below too. Okay, with these gastrointestinal issues, same thing that there is the cancer warning with the family history of having that hereditary thyroid cancer is very low, but it is a family history. You're going to want to talk to your doctor about any sort of ZEPBOUND side effects with your medical professional. You can get it prescribed 3 ways. My absolute favorite telehealth company I will link down below. They're a brand new startup. I'm obsessed with them. I love their care and management for patients for obesity-related conditions. And they have both name brand Mounjaro, name brand weight loss drugs, and of course Ozempic, which is for type 2 diabetics, but also compounds. They have both. They're the only telehealth company that does prescribe both, which I love. They have insurance concierge too, so they will work with their insurance concierge, with your insurance company to get insurance approval. And if that's not, then they can easily prescribe the compound version of tirzepatide or semaglutide for you. ZEPBOUND is a tirzepatide for chronic weight management. It's a powerful new option of obesity treatment and overweight treatment for medical-related problems per Eli Lilly's website. I talk further on my website, on my article, countessofshopping.com, and the article link down below is that there's 3 injection sites. One is in your back of your arm, Second is on your thigh and the I always mispronounce this, subcutaneous. One day I'll get the pronunciation right. So we've got back of our arm, thigh, and belly button as well. I am literally vibrating. I'm so excited because we're going to talk the money aspect of this next. What this means for us, for people who could not get insurance coverage. What does this mean? So ZEPBOUND will cost $1,059.87 per month per Eli Lilly's website. But Eli Lilly is putting a commercial savings card in place to help people who have benefit from ZEPBOUND for better access. Yay! So they will have eligible to pay $25 a month for 1 month or 3-month prescription, and then people who are commercially insured without coverage for ZEPBOUND may be eligible to pay as low as $550 for a 1-month prescription of ZEPBOUND, which is 50% below the list price. That savings card, I have linked the website on my article. So you go to the article down below, which is countessofshopping.com/ZEPBOUND. It has all of the linkings for all of these too to help you easily map this out. Let's talk gastrointestinal issues. That's one of the biggest things to think about when taking this is either people have too much tummy problems or not enough. Either stuff's coming out, vomiting or diarrhea, or stuff's staying in with constipation. And so just being on top of that, of course with ZEPBOUND, just like any other GLP-1 receptor, like Mounjaro, or if you're taking Wegovy, Ozempic, semaglutide compound, tirzepatide compound, protein is really important for muscle loss. Which I've done a ton of videos in the Mounjaro weight loss series on that. Okay, so the approval for ZEPBOUND was based upon results from phase 3. It's phase 3 SURMOUNT-1 and SURMOUNT-2 trials. SURMOUNT-1, a study was done of 2,539 adults who were obese or excessive weight and had weight-related problems, not excluding diabetes. People taking ZEPBOUND as an adjunct to diet and exercise. So they keep saying this, like, we got to focus in on these behavioral health changes for diet and exercise, which is, I look this way because I was just walking. Hello, getting my walk in. What are you doing today to move you closer to your weight loss goals? Tell me down in the comments below. But it's saying with ZEPBOUND adjunct with those is compared to a placebo of 72 weeks. The highest dose was 15 milligrams of ZEPBOUND. People on ZEPBOUND lost an average of 48 pounds at the lowest dose of 5 milligrams, and people lost on average of 34 pounds compared to the 7-pound weight loss on the placebo. Mic drop. ZEPBOUND is the first and only approved treatment for activating 2, I'm going to mispronounce this word as well, incretin hormone receptors, GIP and GLP-1, tackle and undertaking the cause of excess weight. That whole thing is also listed down in the article that I wrote down below too. So for insurance company, let's talk coverage. Insurance company coverage, because this is the thing we've all been waiting for. By the way, get my water bottles that are listed down below. They're not mine, but if you're needing some water, get those down below. Insurance company coverage. So this is going to change a lot for a lot of us in a great way, but also is going to create some problems for some people too. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. The great thing is if you have an insurance company, for example, the federal government's insurance company, or one of them, you're going to need to check with your own. And I always preface this with the insurance company stuff, or work with my favorite telehealth company with their insurance concierge. They'll help you with this. But you can, as long as it has FDA approval for a lot of the, not a lot, for some FDA approval, they will cover it. Now, some companies don't elect to cover it, even though it has FDA approval. That is on your company because they're buying the benefits from it. Does that make sense? So say there's somebody like, I'm trying to think of a big one, like Blue Cross Blue Shield, or I'm trying to think of some of the other big ones. There's lots of different sects of Blue Cross Blue Shield. So some people, if your corporation that you work for or your partner works for healthcare coverage, your company may not opt in for weight loss medications. They may be like, that's really expensive. I'm not paying for that. Not understanding that chronic obesity is a disease. Like, it's not because of a moral failing or people are unlacked in discipline. It's because it's literally these drugs help so much with it. And it's not, and I know so many people are going to come in the comments. So if you're watching this and you're one of my Countess or Counts OGs, put some love in the comments. There's going to be a lot of people being like, obesity people are lazy and why can't you do it the natural way? And I just deleted a comment like that, like 2 seconds before I came on air here. So make sure you flood the comments with positivity. But so for your insurance company, what I would encourage you to do, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to call, 1997 called and they want their phone back. I'm going to literally call my insurance company and I'm going to talk to them and say, hey, now that ZEPBOUND is covered under the FDA approval, oh, not covered, but it has the FDA approval, what you gonna do about coverage? They're supposed to be like bad boys. What you gonna do when they come for you? So what you gonna do with the coverage? And I would just call them and ask, because maybe I don't want you to get your hopes up and be like, yes, this is the thing I've been waiting for. And then to be like, no, your company's not covering it, or we're not covering, or whatever. And I know I am not an insurance expert, nor do I claim to be. I'm simply here not as a medical professional insurance expert, but as somebody with hopefully giving encouragement, experience, strength, and hope on my 68-pound, almost 69-pound weight loss with Mounjaro weight loss. I am very excited about ZEPBOUND. Like, this has rocked our GLP-1 community. This Eli Lilly FDA approval today is huge for tirzepatide. It's the first and only weekly approved single molecule GIP receptors and GLP-1 receptor antagonist that helps to lower A1C for adults with type 2 diabetes. That's for Mounjaro. For ZEPBOUND, it's focusing in on the obesity and the chronic management of weight. Let me go back over to real fast. I have another thing I want to scoot over to because it's such important things. You're going to want to talk. There's a bunch of like serious side effects and severe side effects. So about ZEPBOUND, that of course you're going to need to talk with your doctor too. Severe stomach problems, kidney failure, gallbladder problems, inflammation of the pancreas, like pancreatitis. We saw those with Mounjaro and Wegovy and Ozempic. Pancreatitis a lot with people titrating up too quickly. So slow and steady wins the race. You don't need to it's not a race to get to 15 milligrams of ZEPBOUND or of Mounjaro. Also, other serious warnings and serious side effects were serious allergic reactions, low blood sugar like hypoglycemia, changes in visions with people with type 2 diabetes. Immediately talk to your doctor, by the way. People have been telling me they're having vision problems. I'm like, you need to talk to your doctor like right now. Go talk to them right away. Depression, thoughts of suicide, things like that, and common side effects. So obviously talk to your doctor about those too. So I think this is talk to your healthcare provider. And there's a thing in here also about pregnancy as well and breastfeeding. You need to talk to your doctor about that as well. Like if all of those are on the agenda for you or are on the agenda for you, go talk to your medical professional. You can get it prescribed 3 ways: through a nurse practitioner, a physician's assistant, or a doctor. Or you can use my favorite telehealth company, which I've linked down below as well. ZEPBOUND, I almost just said ZEPBOUND. I'm making up new words. I am so excited about this because it's leading to significant and meaningful results. Now, people on ZEPBOUND, like we've been talking about on my series, The Dark Side of Mounjaro, this is not a quick fix. It is not the golden, as our GLP-1 dietitian says, who I'll also link down below. She's a fabulous resource. They're not the golden tickets, they're the golden tools. So we still have to do the work with it. Still have to have behavioral changes, mindset changes. That for me is what I've been working so hard on. I am not lazy. I'm not undisciplined. I probably could run circles around most of the trolls that leave comments in here about, oh, you're lazy. Like, no, boo. I've run multiple multi-million-dollar companies. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I'm a good wife, and I'm a good mom. I have a thing with chronic obesity related problems that it's a juggernaut. And so for me, having Mounjaro, with Mounjaro weight loss, and now this ZEPBOUND getting FDA approval, it's the world is our oyster, truly. Like, it's so exciting for people. And with A1C, like my A1C, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for my blood panels, for my A1C as well with being on Mounjaro. I mean, type 2 diabetics rejoice. And now people with obesity, weight-related conditions rejoice. But there's always a subset that have side effects. There's always a subset too of the financial component. Yes, they're providing that $25 card. It is not going to be like, in my opinion, this is Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping talking. It is not going to be like what we saw back in June of 2023. No, it wasn't even June. It was like February of 2023, March of 2023, where people were getting Mounjaro for $25 a month with their Eli Lilly card, not through insurance, but through Eli Lilly. They're offering that, but there's going to be hoops like you heard what I, like, read the article, and also you can rewind what I said earlier about the specifics of it. Yeah. And we have seen with FDA approval, but with Ozempic shortages, Wegovy shortages, Mounjaro shortages. Now, Eli Lilly is opening up that second plant in North Carolina to help with their Eli Lilly Mounjaro shortages. That is on the docket. My lips are so chapped. Literally, I ran in from walking the 130-pound Great Dane that we're fostering or helping with at the animal shelter. I like ran home, and so like my lips are so chapped. But I mean, this is amazing. Now, couple resources for you. One, I want you to talk to your insurance company. Stat. This is so exciting. Two, I want you also to get your house in order in terms of the plan for, it's telling us in here that it has to be in conjunction with basically exercise and food, like making sure that your diet's right and tight. I have joined the GLP-1 dietitian's program. I'm paying into her program. I have a discount code. She's been really sweet to give the Countess of Shopping a discount code, so I've linked that down below. If you're also looking for a lifting workout plan, I also have mine that I'm using down below. I also have, because I've lost 68 pounds, not that creams aren't going to get rid of loose skin. Can we be clear on that? But I have something that helps. For me, it makes a difference, and it's a huge container, and I'm obsessed with it. I've bought and tested, I don't know. Like, I'm not sponsored by them. I bought with my own money. I love it for my loose skin, because I do have loose skin, and the only way to get rid of loose skin is through surgery. And so this helps. It helps. I'll link that down on the description link below. And also, if you don't have a Sharps container, I encourage you to get one too. I've got that on my Mounjaro weight loss success checklist. I'll link that down below too. So we're thrilled over here. Put your questions down below. I know this is because of this announcement today, my whole YouTube releasing of videos is now all out of whack. So I had a whole bunch of cool videos coming out, so make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Read the article also listed down below, and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, right? Like, if you see troll comments down below, let's just pray over them and send them positivity, and I will be removing those as quickly as they come in. So this is only a positive only space. People in our free Mounjaro weight loss encouragement group, semaglutide weight loss encouragement group, Wegovy, Ozempic, all of them know what a battle this has been. And so to have today somewhat of a victory of like the red tape of this is going to knock down dominoes for insurance coverage. So I literally was so excited. My hot husband, the Count, texted me while I was out walking the dog, like, you're never going to believe what just got approved. So we're thrilled. Go check out that article listed down below, and I will be back on our regular schedule with Mounjaro weight loss content here at the Countess of Shopping, as is now ZEPBOUND. Bye, friends. See you soon.